You'll also have different barriers to communication, use of jargon, emotional barriers, lack of attention by the receiver, language difficulties, cultural differences, or physical disabilities such as hearing or speech difficulties. So how do you overcome these type of issues? Jargon can be a common one because we're dealing with so much legislation, and then it's written in such a way that can make it hard for people with no experience to understand. So you must ensure that you understand it yourself so you're able to interpret the legislation correctly so you can put this into plain English for your clients. Emotional barriers occur frequently in real estate. You need to remain calm, allow the other person to speak, listen to their concerns, and let them know that you care and you're doing everything you can to help them in their situation. Language difficulties may require the use of interpreters. Fair Trading will be able to assist in this regard, as well as the physical disabilities. It's important to be patient, to not enter into a screaming match with people. Take as many notes as you can about the issue so you have documented and evidence on how you're going to deal with a complaint. Complaints and resolutions can also be added to your agency policy and procedure manual for future reference, and then communicated to all staff. So if the situation was to ever occur again, everybody knows what the procedure is and they know how to deal with the complaint effectively. Your agency also may set client service standards. So these are minimum service standards that your agency wants you to adhere to when dealing with clients and customers. So this may include guidelines for things such as dress standards, how frequently you should be communicating with your clients. So for sales, this might be at least once a week or twice a week for salespeople. For landlords, it might be that your agency wants you to do a no news call to your landlords every 3 months just to say hi and see if there's anything you can help them with. It may be a service standard on how quickly to answer the phone, so the phone must be answered within 3 rings. It may be complaints procedures, how you deal with certain complaints, what time frame you should deal with complaints in, recording and database requirements, what type of information your agency wants you to collect from people and how this should be documented. Standard forms and checklists to help complete tasks. Agency policies and procedures are really important. If people have policies and procedures to refer to, you're reducing risk in the agency. People aren't guessing or assuming how to do something. They've got a set of instructions there to follow, so this can help. Also, new people, it can be a really good induction tool for them. And can help with delegating to staff as well of all the different tasks and daily activities in the office and who does what, who is responsible for what role in the agency. You may also have client service standards on how to deal with inquiries. So it might be that you need to fill in a particular type of form for buyer inquiries. Or if somebody is emailing an inquiry into the office, is how quickly the agency would like you to deal with that or respond. And customer retention strategies. So this comes down to creating loyalty in the agency. How do you ensure that your landlords, for example, don't get poached by another agency? How do you make sure that when another agency may call your client and say, hey, we're doing this great deal, we'll charge you half of what you're getting charged now? How do you ensure that those people actually stay with you no matter what the cost? So these might be things like putting on landlord or seller appreciation nights. So every 3 or 6 months your agency might hire a room somewhere at the local surf club, put on some nibblies and some drinks just to give your clients an opportunity to come in, to talk to their agency, to air any grievances that they may have or to tell you what a great job you're doing and just to let them know that you appreciate their business. So it might also be anniversaries or gifts, Christmas cards, seasonal things, birthdays, whatever it is that the agency has. If the agency you work in doesn't have anything like that, then I would suggest that you put something together for your own personal profile marketing for your clients and customers so you can ensure that you retain them as well. It's important when dealing with any type of inquiry that you ask as many questions as possible to find out your clients' or customers' needs. Your agency may have a standard inquiry form that you can complete to record the information as you're speaking with the person. This will allow you to provide a more accurate more accurate advice and match them to the most suitable properties that you may have available. So we've got some different examples here. For a vendor or landlord, when are you looking to move? If we find a buyer or tenant in the next week, where will you go? How much are you expecting your property to go for? Have you viewed other properties similar to yours? What do you want from your agent? Or if you were talking to a buyer or a tenant, when do you need to buy or when do you need to move in? What location and price range are you looking in? What other properties have you viewed? What features are you looking for in a home? Do you have finance approval? Do you have appropriate rental references to be able to rent a home? All of these qualifying questions will help you to provide them with the most accurate advice possible.